Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now, the man, the myth, the legend. I'm so excited to talk to him, Mr. Omar Dorsey. Omar, sir, good morning. How are you?
I'm good, Big J. How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing so good. Now that we're talking to you, first things first, let's cover it all. Congratulations on the success. Congratulations on the marriage. Congratulations on the birthday in advance.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that.
I feel like life is, obviously you've had a great life. You've got a lot going on. You've been doing a lot. You've been a part of a lot of really, really cool projects. But now between the fact that you got a birthday coming up, you got a beautiful wife now, and you're starring in such a huge show, I feel like the world is Omar Dorsey's oyster, and the rest is going to be only up from here. Am I accurate in that assessment, Omar?
You know what? It all feels like a dream, right? Because, like you said, we got married on November the 5th. The show comes out a couple of weeks later, with the birthday. That's neither here nor there. But it's the holiday time, so everybody, all my whole family is going to come out to L.A. It's just been a whirlwind. And I don't ever remember in my 47 years of life having a moment like this. So it's been beautiful. It really has. So I'm just riding the wave, man. I'm going to keep doing what I'm trying to do. But yeah, the world is the oyster right now, and I'm married to an amazing woman who's a great director, and she's selling TV shows left and right. It's just been a really special time in life.
Well, and you deserve it, man. So I'm so excited to see that. But the new project, the Bookie, this show, it is incredible. For people that have not checked the show out here, you've got Chuck Lorre, who knows a little bit about making decent TV. Then you've got you alongside Sebastian Maniscalco, who's hot right now as well. So the two of you guys leading this show, give people kind of the story here. Tell people who you play and give us a little background on the show.
So Sebastian and I play a couple of bookies who live in Los Angeles, and it's a workplace comedy. It just so happens that our workplace is the streets of Los Angeles as we navigate trying to collect money from people who don't want to pay us, but they want to get paid when they win. So we have a whole cast of characters who pop into our world, and one of them happens to be Charlie Sheen, who plays himself, and he doesn't want to pay us either. So we have to go and find intricate and interesting ways on collecting our money. But it's hijinks are abound, and people are not leaving unscathed. Even though we don't touch anybody, we don't hurt anybody, but somehow somebody gets hurt every week. So, but it's a comedy. Like you said, it's Chuck Lorre, man, and Chuck Lorre is probably the biggest, it is the biggest living television writer right now, because Norman Lear just passed, but Chuck is most successful by far. 2.5 Men, Kaminsky Method, How I Met Your Mother, Big Bang Theory, some of the greatest shows, Dom and Greg, of my lifetime. So, yeah, man, it's just an amazing cast and amazing writers. Also, Nick Bakay is the other writer. He knows all about the gambling world. He used to be on ESPN, and he had a show about gambling on ESPN. So, yeah, man, it's just been a ball doing this show. I can't wait for everybody to see it. It's already streaming on Max, and everybody who's seen it, they love it. They're waiting, they're excited about watching the rest of these episodes and the coming seasons that we have. So, yeah, man, it's been a really great run.
People are loving it. Yeah, 2 new episodes tomorrow. Somebody said, loving the show, watched it. So funny. A lot of antics. Our other buddy Cody said, watched all 4 this weekend. Really good show so far. People are loving it. Omar, I want to know, what was it like for you? You've done a lot of serious stuff. You've done, Selma, you've done Django, you've done some, The Blind Side, some pretty serious films. You've got Chuck Lorre, who's a comedy guy. You've got Sebastian Maniscalco, who's literally a comedian. How did you feel a little in over your head with the comedic stuff here? How did you feel really digging into a just true comedy role?
The thing about it is I just tried to ground it. I tried to bring levity in anything I did, any of the dramas that I was in. I was trying to bring levity into it, a little bit of comedy. Not comedy, but just lightness. So this one is comedy, so I tried to make it as serious and grounded and real as I can. But with Chuck's writing, it's still funny because of the situations that we're in, and because Sebastian's character is so spastic, and I have to be the one who's like level. So the the way that dynamic works, it works perfectly. Because I'm the one who's just sitting back and like, hey, listen, man, this is how it's going to be. If Sebastian comes in throwing 100 miles an hour, and I'm like, yeah, just chill out for a little bit, you know. And so it just works so well. It's the odd couple. It's the new odd couple. It's the new Oscar and Phoenix. And it works so perfectly together because, like I said, Sebastian is, that Danny character is just all out of it. And even, but his acting is tremendous, actually. Because there are moments that he's not, you know, being spastic like that. And he's really with his family, and it plays so beautifully. But yeah, I try my best not to play the comedy. You play the comedy, then you know you're doing too much.
Yeah, exactly. And hey, and obviously Chuck gets that, you get that. That's what happens when you put a bunch of true professionals together here. What is happening after obviously the show right now? Everybody, Bookie, check it out. It's on Max. It's great. People are loving it. You can just binge the episodes, catch up. Still new ones coming out. What's happening after this? Obviously, Bookie season 2. I'll write some letters to the producers and everybody and make sure we get the season 2 greenlit. But Omar, aside from hoping on season 2 and finishing out season 1 of Bookie, what's coming up in the future for you?
Well, right now, my wife and I are we're in the process of selling a television show, a cartoon actually, and I have like a few scripts. I'm so picky. Jay, I'm so picky. I know you can tell by like what I do, but I get these scripts all the time. And, you know, I always turn them down because I'm like, I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. So I'm in the process of just trying to figure out what I'm going to do in February. I'm going to hang out with my wife. My wife is directing a TV show in New York in January. So we're going to go do our honeymoon. We haven't had a honeymoon yet because everything's a whirlwind. But we're going to, you know, spend some time together in New York because for the month of January, and in February, I want to pick one of these projects they're trying to make me jump on. And you know, I'll let you know next time. In the next month or two, which one I pick, man. But it's some good stuff out there right now.
I'm excited to hear all about it. What about your wife? Just since now you're married and we got to get you used to this now. Let's promote your wife's stuff. What does she have out there that we can watch, or what does she have coming up that we should check out?
Well, you know, we have the #2 show on Max. She has the #1 show on Max. She's the director of the Gilded Age. So we every morning we wake up, we go back and forth to see who's #1 and who's #2. So some days I'll be #1, some days her show will be #1. But she has that coming out, and she also has this series called Genius, which I did a few years ago about Aretha Franklin, but she's the producer director of Genius that's coming up this next year in February. It's about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. So she has that. She has a lot of things coming up, man. She's the boss of bosses, man.
What I love, by the way, somebody said, shout out to Omar's wife. I loved the Gilded Age. So yeah, people are shouting you out and shouting out the whole couple.
Yeah,
we love
man,
the whole Dorsey family.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Omar, with now that obviously you've
man, we have become the HBO Max Warner Brothers family now. That's what we are.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You got her now with writing and producing and everything she's got, and then you got you with your star power now. I feel like you can get anything you want made. What's the dream project, Omar? Like, what are we going to see? Are you going to do a biopic? Like, who do you want to portray? What's the dream project? Because we'll send some funding. We'll get this thing greenlit immediately.
Yeah, we got a couple of them, man. We got. I would love to play Paul Robeson. I would love to play. We're working on this Thelonious Monk piece. We're trying to figure that one out. But outside of that, I want to play some futuristic. I want to go somewhere in space and fight some aliens, man.
Let's do it. Let's do it, man. I can't wait. Yeah. But right now, you guys, we got to focus on Bookie. Check out the Bookie, everybody. Max. It's on Max. It's amazing right now. You can check out Gilded Age as well, just for fun. Support the family there. I love you. I love the wife. Omar, thank you so much for joining us, and can't wait to talk to you in the future about what else is going on, man. Tell the wife hi and have a some great time off after the new year.
Hey, you too, Jay. I'll talk to you later, brother.
All right, see you, man.